One is the symbol of strength and speed. The other is a silent killer, armed with venom and a cold, relentless patience. If nature were to throw them onto the same battlefield, which one would survive? Welcome to a showdown like no other in the wild, where the lion, king of the African savanna, faces off against the Komodo dragon, an ancient assassin from Indonesia. This is not just a battle of brute force, but a clash between two completely opposite evolutionary philosophies. Stay with us until the end of the video, because you are not just about to witness a dramatic confrontation. You will also come to understand why, in nature, sometimes slowness can kill speed. First, let's talk about the lion, the king in a world of strength and honor. On the sun-scorched golden plains of Africa, where thirst can kill before a predator even gets the chance, the lion stands as a symbol of absolute power. But to truly earn the title of king, it takes more than claws and a roar. It is a result of survival skills honed over hundreds of generations of evolution. An adult male lion can weigh up to 550 pounds and measure nearly 8 feet long, not including the tail. Its thick mane does more than intimidate rivals. It also serves as a natural shield for the throat in brutal battles over territory. But what truly sets this animal apart is not just its physical traits, it is its social structure. Unlike most predators that hunt alone, lions live in prides, a rare model of cooperation among carnivores. In these prides, lionesses are the primary hunters. They work together in tight coordination to surround and take down prey, from antelopes to buffalo. Meanwhile, male lions act as guardians, defending the territory and cubs from invaders like hyenas, leopards, or even other lions. The life of a lion is a constant fight. From overthrowing a previous male to gain access to the pride, to constantly proving himself worthy enough not to be overthrown, every day is a battle. These fights often end in severe injury or even death. That is why the average lifespan of a male lion in the wild rarely exceeds 10 years. What makes the lion legendary is its relentless combat spirit. Every pounce, every bite is powered by pure muscle. Its roar can echo across 5 miles, not just to intimidate, but to declare dominion across the savanna. In battle, the lion carries more than just brute strength. It carries the pride forged through generations of harsh survival. But will that be enough to stand against a creature from a different world? One with no pride, no honor, and only one law? Kill or be killed. Next, let's take a closer look at the Komodo dragon, a solitary killer from a prehistoric era, hidden among the rugged, remote islands of Indonesia, where dry limestone terrain, scorching sunlight, and leafless shrubs form a deadly maze. The Komodo dragon is a creature that commands caution from the entire natural world. The Komodo dragon is the largest living lizard on Earth today, reaching lengths of up to 10 feet and weighing more than 330 pounds. Its armor-like skin, piercing eyes, and forked tongue, constantly sampling the air through an ultra-sensitive sense of smell, allow it to detect the scent of blood from a great distance. This is not just a primitive creature. It is a descendant of the age of dinosaurs, having survived through tens of millions of years of evolution. Unlike the lion, the Komodo dragon does not chase its prey. It is a master ambusher. It moves slowly, silently, and waits for a single mistake before delivering one decisive bite. But that bite is more than just mechanical force. Its saliva contains a unique biological toxin that lowers blood pressure, weakens circulation, and disrupts the nervous system. On top of that, its mouth is filled with dozens of types of flesh-rotting bacteria, making a bite from the Komodo dragon a slow and certain death sentence. But that is not all. The Komodo dragon also possesses another weapon, a long tail that can lash out like an iron whip, strong enough to break a deer's leg. Its jaws are powerful enough to crush bone. And perhaps the most ruthless trait of all, it will eat its own kind, a rare but real behavior that proves just how unforgiving its ecosystem truly is. The Komodo dragon is not bloodthirsty. It does not attack unless necessary. But once it enters hunting mode, it becomes a silent death machine, a reptilian phantom that even the fiercest animals would rather avoid. In a battle, it brings no pride, only strategy, refined over millions of years of silent, ruthless survival. So what would happen in a battle between Venom and Velocity? On one side, we have the symbol of strength through unity, the lion. On the other, the embodiment of solitary patience, the Komodo dragon. If these two evolutionary forces were to clash in a neutral environment where neither has a natural advantage, what would unfold? The lion takes the initiative, controlling space with its speed and roar. It circles its opponent, probing for weakness, applying pressure. But the reptile remains still. It turns slowly, never taking its eyes off the predator's every move. When the lion suddenly lunges, landing a powerful slash, the Komodo dragon whips its tail in defense and strikes back with a bite to the leg. That is the turning point. The lion continues to fight, but its body begins to react to the venom. Its speed decreases, its reflexes dull. The Komodo dragon does not rush. It retreats to a safe distance, observing as its prey weakens minute by minute. For it, victory does not come from brute force, but from timing, knowing when a single bite becomes a death sentence. This is no longer a battle of muscle, it is a battle of attrition. And in the struggle for survival, sometimes patience is the deadliest weapon of all. But could this battle ever happen in real life? Geographically and ecologically, the chances of a real confrontation between a lion and a Komodo dragon are almost zero. One dominates the grasslands of Africa, while the other is the ancient soul of isolated Indonesian islands. They are separated by thousands of kilometers, divided by oceans, continents, and climates, and most importantly, by the unique evolution of their ecosystems. However, in the world of research and conservation, nothing is beyond imagination. Hybrid bioreserves, where animals from around the world are brought together for studies of behavior, adaptation, and interaction, have revealed many unexpected things. Lions have been kept in climates far from their native habitat. Komodo dragons have been carefully monitored in artificial environments. And from that, a simulated experiment, even if only virtual, is entirely possible. Biologically, lions are daytime hunters, constantly moving, highly responsive to sound, and capable of seeing far distances. In contrast, Komodo dragons are ambush predators, silent operators, highly sensitive to the scent of blood, and most effective at close range. This contrast makes any encounter between the two species incredibly dramatic, one relying on reflexes and muscle, the other on venom and strategy. In terms of adaptability, the Komodo dragon holds a clear edge. It can go for days without food, endure extreme heat and dry conditions, traits that help it survive in harsh environments. The lion, though powerful, has a much higher energy demand and depends heavily on its pride to hunt effectively. When isolated, a lion is far more vulnerable than the majestic image we often associate with it. Scientists continue to debate whether the venom of a Komodo dragon is potent enough to take down a fully grown lion. Some experiments on similar animals show that the toxin can cause blood pressure shock within minutes, but its effectiveness also depends on the lion's physical condition and how severe the bite is. In real-life scenarios, countless unpredictable factors could shift the outcome, from terrain and weather to physical stamina or even a single wrong instinctual reaction. But the most fascinating part is this: both of these creatures represent the pinnacle of evolution within their respective habitats. And in any simulation, what science wants to understand is not just who wins, but how each species relies on its instincts to survive in the most unnatural circumstances. In nature, victory does not belong to the strongest. It belongs to the one who makes the fewest mistakes. The showdown between a lion and a Komodo dragon is not about crowning a supreme ruler. It is about showing that every species is born with its own survival strategy. One built on strength and speed, the other on stealth and patience. Nature does not reward bravery, nor does it punish brutality. It only preserves those who can adapt best. Thank you for watching until the very end. If you enjoy intense survival battles like this, be sure to leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and hit subscribe so we can keep exploring the brutal and breathtaking mysteries of the wild together.